Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of vitamin D and its profound impact on our health and weight management. The process of vitamin D production in the body begins when ultraviolet UVB radiation from sunlight penetrates the skin. Specifically, UVB radiation is absorbed by 7-dehydrocholesterol, a compound present in the skin. This absorption triggers a series of biochemical reactions, ultimately leading to the synthesis of previtamin D3. Previtamin D3 is then converted into vitamin D3 cholecalciferol through a heat-dependent process. Once formed, vitamin D3 undergoes further modifications in the liver and kidneys to become the biologically active form of vitamin D known as calcitriol. However, several factors can influence this process and affect an individual's vitamin D status. One such factor is skin pigmentation. Melanin, the pigment responsible for skin coloration, acts as a natural sunscreen by absorbing and scattering UV radiation. Consequently, individuals with darker skin tones have higher melanin levels, which can reduce the skin's ability to produce vitamin D in response to sunlight exposure. As a result, certain populations with higher levels of melanin, such as Black Americans, Latinos, and individuals of African, Caribbean, or South Asian descent, are more likely to experience vitamin D deficiency. Moreover, factors such as geographical location, seasonality, clothing habits, and sunscreen use can also impact vitamin D synthesis. For instance, individuals living at higher latitudes or in regions with limited sunlight exposure may have reduced opportunities for UVB exposure, leading to lower vitamin D production. Similarly, wearing clothing that covers most of the skin surface or consistently using sunscreen with a high sun protection factor (SPF) can hinder UVB penetration and subsequently inhibit vitamin D synthesis. The association between vitamin D deficiency and obesity is multifaceted. Firstly, adipose tissue fat cells can sequester vitamin D, reducing its bioavailability and leading to lower circulating levels of the vitamin in obese individuals. Additionally, obesity-related factors such as inflammation, insulin resistance, and altered lipid metabolism may impair vitamin D metabolism and utilization within the body. This bidirectional relationship between vitamin D and obesity underscores the importance of addressing both factors in strategies aimed at improving overall health and metabolic function. Vitamin D plays a multifaceted role in fat metabolism, influencing various processes within adipose tissue fat cells and contributing to overall energy balance and weight management. Overall, vitamin D plays a crucial role in regulating fat metabolism by directly modulating the processes of fat oxidation, lipolysis, and adipokine secretion within adipose tissue. Its ability to enhance the release of stored fat and promote its utilization for energy production underscores its significance in facilitating weight management and metabolic health. The impact of vitamin D on insulin sensitivity is a complex and crucial aspect of metabolic health. Insulin sensitivity refers to the responsiveness of cells to insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas that regulates blood glucose levels and facilitates the uptake of glucose into cells for energy production. Vitamin D plays a regulatory role in insulin signaling pathways, which are essential for the proper functioning of insulin in target tissues such as skeletal muscle, liver, and adipose tissue. Vitamin D possesses anti-inflammatory properties and can modulate immune responses and inflammatory pathways implicated in the development of insulin resistance. Chronic low-grade inflammation is closely associated with obesity and metabolic disorders, including insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. By attenuating inflammation and oxidative stress, vitamin D helps preserve insulin sensitivity and metabolic function, thereby reducing the risk of weight gain and obesity-related complications. Vitamin D may also influence pancreatic beta cell function, which is responsible for producing and secreting insulin in response to changes in blood glucose levels. Emerging evidence suggests that vitamin D receptors are present in pancreatic beta cells, indicating a potential direct role of vitamin D in regulating insulin secretion and pancreatic function. By optimizing pancreatic insulin secretion and sensitivity, vitamin D contributes to glucose homeostasis and metabolic health, thereby mitigating the risk of insulin resistance and weight gain. Adipose tissue, or fat tissue, not merely an inert energy storage depot, but also an active endocrine organ that secretes adipokines and other bioactive molecules involved in metabolic regulation. By modulating adipose tissue function, vitamin D can improve insulin sensitivity and metabolic health, thereby reducing the risk of obesity and its associated complications. In summary, vitamin D plays a multifaceted role in regulating insulin sensitivity and metabolic function. Maintaining sufficient vitamin D levels through adequate sunlight exposure, dietary intake, and supplementation may help support metabolic health and reduce the risk of obesity-related complications. Seasonal variation in vitamin D levels has been linked to fluctuations in body weight, with implications for both fat storage and weight loss. Sunlight exposure is the primary source of vitamin D for most individuals, as UVB radiation stimulates the synthesis of vitamin D in the skin. However, sunlight exposure varies significantly throughout the year, depending on factors such as latitude, season, time of day, and atmospheric conditions. In regions located at higher latitudes, sunlight exposure is reduced during the winter months, due to shorter daylight hours, lower solar angle, and increased cloud cover. Consequently, individuals living in these regions may experience decreased vitamin D synthesis during winter, leading to lower circulating levels of vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency has been associated with increased fat storage and weight gain, particularly during periods of reduced sunlight exposure. During the winter months, when sunlight exposure is limited, individuals may experience a decline in vitamin D levels, which can disrupt metabolic processes involved in fat metabolism and energy balance. Reduced vitamin D availability may promote fat accumulation, adipose tissue expansion, and weight gain, contributing to seasonal fluctuations in body weight. Conversely, increased sunlight exposure during spring and summer months may promote weight loss and metabolic health through several mechanisms. Adequate sunlight exposure stimulates vitamin D synthesis in the skin, leading to higher circulating levels of vitamin D. Optimal vitamin D status is associated with improved metabolic function, enhanced fat metabolism, and increased energy expenditure, all of which can facilitate weight loss and fat reduction. Additionally, increased sunlight exposure may positively influence mood, motivation, and physical activity levels, promoting engagement in outdoor activities and exercise, further supporting weight loss efforts. Seasonal changes in sunlight exposure and vitamin D levels may also influence appetite regulation and food intake, potentially impacting body weight. Some research suggests that vitamin D may play a role in regulating appetite-related hormones, such as leptin and ghrelin, which control hunger and satiety signals. Disruptions in these hormonal pathways due to seasonal fluctuations in vitamin D levels could affect food cravings, dietary behaviors, and energy intake, contributing to changes in body weight over time. Overall, seasonal variation in sunlight exposure and vitamin D levels may contribute to fluctuations in body weight, with reduced sunlight exposure during winter potentially promoting fat storage and weight gain, while increased exposure during spring and summer may support weight loss and metabolic health. Understanding the interplay between sunlight exposure, vitamin D synthesis, and metabolic processes can inform strategies for managing seasonal weight fluctuations and promoting overall health and well-being throughout the year. As we conclude today's exploration, We hope you've gained valuable insights into the importance of vitamin D for overall health and weight management. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.